Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all for English session. So today we'll be studying lesson number 19, topic Be a good guest and host, which is an activity lesson. So my dear students, before I start with this activity lesson, I would like to give you a short introduction related to this lesson. So dear students, this activity lesson provides tips to be an excellent host and guest at the parties. Parties are fun time, right children? We meet our friends and relatives. We eat, sing, dance and have a wonderful time. Who does not like parties? Everyone does. You and I too, right my dear children? Party time and we want to look our best and be our best. So, whenever you are a host or a guest at a party, there are certain things we should take care of. So, dear children, before we proceed with our textbook explanation, let me make the concept of host and guest clear to you all. So, host means a person who invites guests to his or her house and provides them with food and drink. And guest means a person who is invited to a place or a special event. So, with this, I hope that the concept of host and guest is clear to you all. So, my dear students, we all love to get together with our friends and have fun. So, do you love to go for a party alone, children? How many of them love to go alone? No one, right? So, we all love to get together with our friends and relatives and have fun. We like our favorite dishes even better when we share them with our friends, right, children? In short, we all love a party. You may have attended parties or you may even have given some. What do you think makes a good party expensive? Expensive means lot of money, fancy clothes, costly decoration, or rich food. So, my dear students, it is not that to host a party it requires lot of money or fancy clothes or costly decoration and rich food. But even a simple gathering of friends and relatives can make a good simple party with proper decent clothes, a little bit of decoration, and simple food with not many food items but at least 2 to 3 food items so that even the food should not get wasted. Such things may make a party look glamorous. Glamorous means attractive and stylish. But is that enough or even necessary to make the people happy? So, my dear students, also a simple and decent party with proper arrangements can make people happy. A good party is where the host and the guest can both enjoy themselves and be happy. It should become a pleasant memory in the minds of all. So, children, a party should always be a nice, enjoyable, and friendly, where we can remember some good things about the party attended with our friends and relatives. So, now let us see what we can do to make sure that a party becomes memorable in a good way. If you are the host, these are the things that you should remember to do. So, my dear students, in the beginning, I explained to you that host means if you are inviting guests to your home, then you should remember this following things. What are those things? Let us see. Let's have a surprise party for grandpa. Means you're giving a surprise party for your grandfather. First, you should consult your family member. Consult means take advice from someone. So you should take advice from your family members first and see whether they like the idea. They means the family members will help the host to choose a suitable time, date, place, menu, etc. So, dear students, the one who is hosting the party for his family members will help him to choose a suitable time. Means, if the party is held for an aged person, then it has to be kept in the afternoon, not late night. So, very important to fix a proper time. Then, date. It should be convenient and suitable to all. Maybe weekend when all have a holiday. Then, place with proper sitting arrangement, water and toilet facilities, which is very important, children. And then, parking arrangement also. And last, very important is the menu. Make a list of people you wish to invite to the party. So if you are a host and arranging a party, then it is very important to make a list of people who will be invited to the party to make proper sitting arrangements and of food. Send the invitation well in advance. Means children, invitation should be sent at least one day prior to the party held on that particular date. You may extend an invitation orally or you may send a written invitation. So, if not personal invitation, children, then you can send oral invitation through your phone, WhatsApp, etc. Or even a written invitation will do to invite your guest. Make sure that your invitation includes all the necessary information like who is inviting whom, the occasion, why you're giving the party. It should be clear that for what occasion the party is been held, when and where it will be held, what date, what time, what place. I think all these important things should be mentioned while inviting your guest. So, my dear students, here are two examples of formal. This is a formal invitation letter and this is informal invitation letter. And these two letters you have already learnt this year. So I want you all to go through these two letters which are already there in your textbook page number 47. Choose a menu that your guest will enjoy. Remember the story of the fox and the crane? As a good host, you should consider your guest performances first. Performances means choices. So if you're a good host, then you should consider your guest choices first. Chalk out a program. Chalk out means plan something. So you should always plan out your program like how it will be conducted, or will you begin the party with games or music, and when will food be served. Do you want any decorations? How will they be done? So all these things have to be well planned before and not planned on the same day. Once you have planned the above details, you can work out how the various tasks can be done and who will help you to do each of them. So, dear students, to host a party means it is not a job of a host only. You need many helping hands to perform various tasks. So, work has to be distributed properly to those who are going to help on the day of the party. Wow, great, what a surprise. You must be ready before your guest. So the host must be ready before the guest arrives. Your decorations, food preparations should be ready before the people arrive. Also, very important, you must greet all your guests when they arrive to the party. If your guests don't know one another, you must introduce them. Very important. You should see that all your guests are comfortable and happy. Then you should serve the food politely, making sure that everyone is served what they want. You should not do like the story of a fox and the crane. If you're holding party games, make sure that everyone gets a chance to participate and enjoy. So, my dear students, here are some common party games which you can conduct if you're hosting a party at your home. So, let's see what are those games. So, my dear students, here are the list of few games which you could conduct while hosting the party. So, you can conduct Simon Says Hands Up, Musical Chair, Hot and the Cold game, that is guessing game, Whispers or Charade. So, Charade is a game in which players guess a word or phrase from a written or acted clue given for each syllable or for the whole item. Then you can conduct, there are few more games, that is Hindi or English, four-word game, then you have Pin the Tail on the Donkey and Treasure Hunt. So, my dear students, a very important thing that when you're conducting a party, you should not keep playing with some friends only and ignore others, but you should involve all the guests who are invited to the party. Then, when it is time for the guests to leave, you should say goodbye to each of them personally. Means in person, you should say goodbye to each one of your guests. Most important of all, help clean up after a party. So very important children to clean up the mess done in the party after the party gets over. If you are a guest, here are some tips for you. Now, here are some tips for the guest to remember. Please acknowledge. Acknowledge means accept or admit that you have received the invitation and let your host know whether or not you will attend the party. If you are choosing a present for your host, think well about what he or she will like. A thoughtful gift is appreciated more than an expensive one. Remember to remove the price tag or label from the gift. It is not polite to let your host know how much you have spent on the gift. Wrap the gift well and if possible, decorate the wrapping by yourself. On the day of the party, be punctual, reach in time for the party. So on the day of the party, you should be punctual and reach in time for the party and not late. If there is any work to be done, offer to help. Means if anyone needs your help, you should always offer to help. So dear students, if you are attending a party as a guest, you have to be friendly with the other guest also. Take part in the program which have been held in the party and games also, if there are any willingly. Appreciate the food, very important. You have to appreciate the food because it takes lots of efforts to make food and decoration honestly. Don't waste food. Take only as much as you want. So, my dear students, when it is time for you to leave, means when it is time for the guest to leave, approach your host and say goodbye. Later on, let your host know either personally or in writing how much have you enjoyed the party. The success of a party should be measured by the goodwill, means in a friendly atmosphere and friendship it creates. Be you a host or a guest, do all you can to boost it. Now, I hope that you all must have understood and enjoyed this beautiful activity lesson. Thank you and God bless you all.